Hi, YouTubers. This is Debbie, and I am reporting in for approximately day 11 or 12 for P3. It's been about 3 days or so since I logged, and just to let you know, through the weekend I pretty much ate freely. My fatty diet. But I was real faithful with the, I'm playing around with the percentages, but really low carbs, no sugar, no starches, so definitely am maintaining really well, stabilizing really well. I was at 151.4 for my LIW. I'm at 150.2 today. No, I'm sorry, 150.4 today. The lowest I had been was 149.7. So within 0.5 I've been, or 1 point, something like that anyway for the stabilization. Pretty good anyway. I'm at least a pound down from my LIW each time, and I'm pretty happy about that. I have been studying a lot about the keto diet, and I know everyone else has been talking about it, and it's not right for everybody. Even between family members, my daughter and I think, well, what works for her must work for me, but it doesn't actually, because I am 55 years old and postmenopausal, and I'm also going through I'm taking medication now, an inflammatory thing. I had to go to the doctor for falling down the stairs and pulling my shoulder out. So this whole week I've been in a lot of pain, and that's hard on your body. And taking an anti-inflammatory, that's hard on it too, really, because I don't like taking any drugs. Also, just trying to keep my immunity up and everything. But all those things, everybody's everyday life is different in so many ways. I'm also under a lot of stress from my job, so I think about it constantly, which is not good. But in a week or two it'll slow right back down again, hopefully. We always say that, but either way, I've got a lot of things to do, and no matter, even if my shoulder's hurting, you got to do it anyway. So there's some pressure there, and all those things affect your weight and how cortisol and all the different hormones in your body, which, that's a big deal for women especially. But this is what my goal is. I'm just gonna do exactly. There's a lot of different things out there, but that Jimmy Moore with it's on YouTube, and he also has vlogs. He is one good one that I listened to several different interviews with him. And then I also found a Dr. Georgia Ede, which is EDE. She was interviewed on Fat to Fit, like online YouTube vlog thing, and that was awesome. It was about an hour long, and it was really interesting for me as a woman. I liked hearing from her. And I almost replicate some of the things she says in her life. Like some people say they're, like I think Peggy Squeakerwood, which is one of my faves, mentioned that several of these things, HCG and keto, are unforgiving. But to be honest, my whole life style in food has been unforgiving to me. I could be very, very health conscious, do everything I could in all different kinds of diets and all just balanced diets and all kinds of stuff, and I would just go and have a few pieces of pizza, or a couple big problems, or have some anything, and the next day I would pay. That's just the way it has always been my whole life. So really, when young people especially I know she's about a decade younger than me, probably, but when young people talk about it, it's a little bit difficult. And actually, for me, it's going to be a good lifestyle. I'm absolutely positive this is the right thing for me. What now I'm going to do is just try to do exactly like that doctor I explains is to experiment with my own body. Nobody's body's like mine. Nobody, even my doctors, nobody could possibly know. They don't know me like I know me. And she was really good to talk to about that. But I've got to experiment. And that means I've got to be diligent in journaling what I've got to work with here. What am I eating? What days were good days? How did it make me feel? Stuff like that. Like talking even about alcohol with, me I'm experimenting with that too to see, does a gin and tonic or a light beer, does that cause me to have problems the next morning, or does it make me feel like crap? Actually, I tried it and it did kind of make me feel like crap. Which is totally fine because I don't really need that. So I just dumped the whole thing out after 2 sips. That's all I had. I mean, I actually, I probably will stick with maybe what's worked in the past is like a 55, a light beer, 55, and then put it on ice. And it just works fine for me. And the carbs are like 1.5 carbs. So, for fun with my husband, that's all I really need. If that, I don't really need anything else. But as far as the fat and protein ratio, that's what I'm going to get. Number one, I don't think I personally need any carbs. I really don't. I think I have a lot in common with some of the people I've been studying, and I'm going to experiment. I'm going to try to do about 20 grams of carbs and try to stay at 75 to 80% fat. But like I said, I'm experimenting, and so every time I put stuff in my FitnessPal, I think, okay, let me see how much would that affect that and that and whatever. And I went back and looked what days were good. So I'm keep doing that every morning with my coffee and stuff. I'm gonna do that. What's really interesting to me, these books I'm studying, I'm studying that Eat Fat, Lose Fat, and the ketogenic diet books and all those. But if you don't lose weight, it says in there, if you're not actually losing weight, then you need to, instead of having 2,500 calories, you need to maybe cut it back to 2,000. Oh gosh, that's like party time to me. Anyway, and then also in that, to actually increase your coconut oil. So I'm going to try it. I mean, I'll keep on trying it. The thing is that I do want to do keto adaptive to make my body burn fat. I want to be a fat burner. I don't want to be a carb burner. My husband can be a carb burner. He does manual labor, and he works hard, and he works out. He lifts weights. He does all that stuff, and he is a carb burner. At some point, he'll have to cut back some of those carbs because he'll get a little midriff. That's just the way it is. But right now, he's fine with all those carbs. But I can't be a carb burner. Never have been. Let's just face it. It does not matter. If I touch carbs, I pay for it the next day. So after really, really, really thoughtfully looking over all the different blogs that all the HCGers are looking at, talking about, and so I just feel this thing isn't much different than I've been struggling with my whole life, only it's starting to put it into perspective for me, and I'm really excited about that. I'm going to keep on working at it, keep working at getting my shoulder healed up so I can be free of pain. It's awful. And I'm going to keep on trying to do this more keto adaptive type thing. And after I get past my P3 3-week period, I'm going to then really, really dig in, try to stick with the keto still, and try to lose that pound a week after I get through this 3 weeks. I think I got a little bit more than a week left. Anyway, thanks for everyone. You know what I think is awesome is everyone shares so genuinely, and you're sharing with people as like a sisterhood. And a lot of times women are just not that good to each other, but I think in the HCG community, women are great for each other, and I love it. I just love it. And I pray that you guys all have an awesome time in the journey that you're taking right now.